Me and Katie are headed to Newport News to go check out some breweries and distilleries. So if you want to come get your drink on with us, stay tuned. Let's go. Thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Taylor Hudgens with Real Estate Tay. I am your Hampton Roads agent, helping you make Hampton Roads your home. Insert cheesy tagline. But if you are thinking about moving to Newport News or you've recently moved there, also make sure to check out realestatey.com/Newport-news for more information on things to do, information on local schools, local coffee spots, just way more information than I can pack into this 5-minute video. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and go drink some beer. So our first stop along the brewing tour of Newport News was Coastal Fermentory. So it's actually in downtown at Newport News, right next to Ironclad Distillery, which we actually also stopped at, and I'll show you that part later on in this video. While we were there, I did grab the Save Bandit, which is a coconut porter with chocolate, and I'm not much of a beer person, but this was freaking delicious. Well, I really honestly saw chocolate and decided that was definitely the one I wanted to go for. But if you don't have time to hang around, they also have canned beer that you can take home with you. Stop number 2 on our explorations through Newport News breweries was Hilton Tavern Brewing Co. So they actually are not a brewery in themselves where they brew their own beer, but I wanted to mention them because they have 22 different beers on tap. So that includes nationwide beers, all your classic beers, and all the way down to tons of local beer. So if you have a group of great friends that you want to go out with and you want to make sure that everyone gets something that they like, then make sure to make this one of your stops, especially if you got the munchies. Great spot for food too. Next stop was Tradition Brewing out in the city center at Oyster Point area of Newport News. This was actually our first time checking it out. It was a really nice, calm, laid-back atmosphere. Granted, we went during the middle of the day, so it might be very different on a Friday or Saturday night. But they are really awesome in that they have, of course, different kinds of beers. They also had a wine on tap that was 14% alcohol, so just make sure to be careful or let loose, whatever floats your boat, but make sure to try it all. Last but not least, we made sure to stop at Ironclad Distillery, which is a beautiful whiskey bar in downtown Newport News, actually right next to Coastal Fermentory that we stopped at the beginning of the video. So if you aren't much of a beer person, or if you are, still a great place to come hang out. Katie and I actually got a flight of 3 mixed drinks, and they were delicious. We got some that were slightly on the sweeter side, but they do have other options too. Thank you so much for drinking with Katie and I today. We really appreciate you. If you like this video, make sure to check out the video coming up because you'll probably like that one too. See you there.